Ever feel like you're playing catch-up in the crypto world? Like everyone else has this insider info and you're stuck deciphering cryptic tweets.
Right.
Well, today we're tackling that head on.
Okay.
Because there's been a flurry of activity around Ethereum that has everyone buzzing.
Right.
Insider selling.
Okay.
Specifically, the Ethereum Foundation and Vitalik Buterin himself have been offloading some serious ETH. And we're going to unpack exactly why that matters.
Okay.
Now, before we sound any alarms, we have to acknowledge who these players are.
Okay.
The Ethereum Foundation. Think of them as the guardians of the Ethereum universe.
Okay.
Constantly working to make the network better.
Right.
And then there's Vitalik.
Yeah.
Ethereum's mastermind.
He's the man.
Whose every move is scrutinized under a microscope.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
So when these guys make big moves with their ETH, it's not just about personal portfolios.
Right.
It sends ripples through the entire crypto space.
Yeah. It's a big deal.
Let's start with the Ethereum Foundation.
Okay.
They're sitting on a pretty substantial ETH stash. We're talking upwards of $670 million worth.
Wow.
Now, they've been strategically selling portions of this ETH since 2021.
Right.
Which in itself isn't necessarily a red flag.
Right.
They're a nonprofit.
Exactly.
So it makes sense they liquidate some ETH to fund their operations.
Yeah, they've got developers to pay, research to fund. It's a whole ecosystem they're supporting.
But here's where it gets really interesting.
Oh.
They've been known to sell near market peaks.
Oh, really?
Like in May 2021.
Okay.
Just before Ethereum took that dramatic 50% plunge.
Wow.
They offloaded a cool 35,000 ETH. Now, maybe that's just savvy financial planning.
Yeah.
But it does make you wonder,
It does.
are they privy to information the rest of us aren't?
It's the million-dollar question, right?
Right.
Do they have a crystal ball?
Right.
Or are they just really good at reading the tea leaves?
Yeah.
It's tough to say for sure, but it definitely raises an eyebrow.
And then we have Vitalik, who just last August moved 3,000 ETH into a particular kind of wallet and proceeded to sell 950 of it by early September.
Okay.
That's over $2 million.
Wow.
Now, to be fair, he's been pretty open about why.
Yeah.
He's funneling it towards a biotech initiative he's passionate about.
And we should acknowledge,
Right.
he hasn't touched his ETH for personal gains since 2018.
Right.
He's been pretty consistent there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But still,
Yeah.
when you're as influential as Vitalik,
Right.
your actions speak volumes.
Oh, yeah.
Even with the purest intention.
For sure.
It's like, even if he genuinely believes in Ethereum's long-term potential,
Yeah.
this sale could still be interpreted as a lack of confidence,
Right.
which can spook some investors.
Yeah, I can see that.
So we've got these insider moves, which definitely have us wondering.
Right.
But let's zoom out for a second.
Okay.
Because it's not the only thing making waves in the Ethereum world.
Right.
Remember those spot Ethereum ETFs that launched back in June?
Oh, yeah.
Big expectations.
Huge. Everyone was watching to see if they'd mirror the success of Bitcoin ETFs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's been a bit of a flop, frankly,
Really?
since June.
Okay.
Ethereum ETFs have seen $600 million flow OUT,
Wow.
while Bitcoin ETFs are raking it in
Oh.
billions in inflows.
It's a pretty stark contrast.
Right.
Shows you the uncertainty some investors have around Ethereum right now.
Yeah.
It's like they're looking for any excuse to be cautious.
Which makes the timing of those insider sales even more interesting.
Precisely. It all feeds into this narrative,
Right.
fair or not.
Right.
But let's not forget,
Right.
Ethereum has been dealing with its fair share of technical challenges too.
Yeah.
Remember all the hype around Layer 2 solutions?
Oh, yeah, there was supposed to be.
Yeah.
The answer to Ethereum's scaling issues,
Right.
allowing it to handle way more transactions.
Like adding more lanes to a highway.
Yeah.
But here's the thing.
Okay.
More lanes mean more complexity.
Right.
You've got transactions happening on different layers, and it gets confusing for users.
Yeah.
Plus, there's this underlying concern that Layer 2 might actually hurt Ethereum in the long run.
How so?
Well, if most of the activity shifts to these Layer 2 side chains,
Okay.
what happens to the fees that Ethereum relies on to function?
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's a double-edged sword.
Right.
Great for scaling,
Right.
but potentially bad for their revenue model.
And to make matters even more interesting, This whole layer 2 situation has opened the door for some serious competition.
Like who?
Solana, for example, has been quietly gaining ground.
How so?
Well, they've been very smart about capitalizing on the complexity of layer 2.
Okay.
Solana offers this streamlined, user-friendly experience
Okay.
that's enticing to people who just want things to be simple.
Yeah, I can see that.
So we've got insider sales raising eyebrows, hesitant investors, technical complexities, and desmelled to fierce competition.
That's a lot.
It's enough to make even the most die-hard Ethereum fan a little nervous.
Right. Yeah, I could see that.
Okay, so it sounds pretty bleak, doesn't it?
It's definitely a lot to process.
But before we hit the panic button, let's talk about some positive developments that might be turning the tide. Because Ethereum's not just sitting back and letting the competition win. Remember that Petra upgrade that's slated for late 2024, early 2025?
Yeah.
And it's poised to shake things up.
That's right. Petra addresses some of the key concerns we just discussed.
Like what?
Well, they're making improvements to wallet functionality.
Okay.
Imagine smoother, more intuitive transactions.
Right.
Even for folks who aren't crypto gurus.
I know I've had my fair share of head-scratching moments trying to navigate certain wallets.
And then they're streamlining transaction batching. Which means faster and more efficient processing.
So think of it like a faster checkout line at the grocery store.
Precisely.
Except with crypto.
And then they're even increasing the staking limit. Which should make Ethereum more appealing to those who want to contribute to the network's security and get a bit of reward for doing so.
So Petra's really tackling those usability and efficiency issues that have been holding Ethereum back.
And it's crucial because remember, Vitalik is pushing hard for a more decentralized future for Ethereum.
Right. He wants to distribute power and control across those layer 2 solutions.
And Petra is a stepping stone towards that. It's a way of ensuring Ethereum remains secure, even as it scales and becomes more complex.
So in the face of all this uncertainty, we've got the Ethereum Foundation and Vitalik selling ETH. And then we've got all these developments happening with Petra. What does it all mean for the average investor?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? I think the key takeaway here is Ethereum is constantly evolving. There are challenges, sure, but there are also opportunities.
So I guess the smart move is to stay informed.
Absolutely.
And keep an eye on how things play out.
Stay curious, my friend. Keep learning and exploring in this ever-changing crypto landscape. And who knows what the future holds? It's going to be an exciting ride.